Hello everyone, welcome to the Yarn Bowl. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to crochet this cute strawberry amigurumis. I have made these amigurumis with velvet yarn which is plush and regular acrylic yarn, size 4 acrylic yarn. You can work the same pattern for any yarn, you just change the crochet hook when you work this project. This pattern is easily adaptable for any yarn. I just want to show you how it looks when you work with plush yarn. I have used Bernat baby velvet yarn for the plush yarn, and I have used regular size for acrylic yarn for other strawberries. And if you want a free written pattern of this cute strawberry amigurumis, it's available in my website theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Link for that is available in the description. And if you have an Instagram account, do follow me on my Instagram handle as well. I post project updates and fun reel on my Instagram page. And meanwhile, if you're new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So I'm going to use 3 colors of yarn. I'm going to show you how I'm going to work this in a plush yarn, and you can also work this same project with regular size 4 acrylic yarn. The colors I will be using today is Bleached Aqua, and these two main colors I'm going to use Bernat baby velvet, and the one that I'm holding right now, the color of that is Potpourri, and I'm going to use a regular acrylic white yarn for working the seeds. I'm going to embroider them on the amigurumi once it's done, and I'm going to use 4mm crochet hook while I'm working with the plush yarn, and you can see the crochet hook size variant for regular size 4 yarn in the description. And I'm going to need a stitch marker because we'll be working in a spiral, so we need a stitch marker to identify our first stitch. We'll need tapestry needle and scissors. So with the color Potpourri, which is a light shade of pink, I'm going to start working my round 1, which will be a magic ring, and then I'm going to work 6 single crochet stitches on the magic ring. So as I told you earlier, we are not going to end each round by working a slip stitch on top of your starting single crochet. Instead, we are going to start our round 2 right away, or the next round right away. So we need to identify the first stitch of each round with the stitch marker. Now I have completed my round 1. I have 6 single crochet stitches. I'm going to start my round 2. So for round 2, I'm going to work 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next stitch. So as I told you earlier, mark your first stitch with a stitch marker and proceed working round 2. So now in the next stitch, I'm going to work 2 single crochets. So I'm going to repeat this pattern around. I will work 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next stitch around. So at the end of round 2, I will have 9 stitches. So once you have finished your round 2, go ahead, tighten your magic ring even more and secure it with a knot. So once you're done with that, we can proceed with round 3. So now for round 3, it's going to be 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the next stitch around. So it's again an increment round. So we are going to work 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the same stitch for the next stitch, and we are going to repeat this pattern around. So 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the next stitch around. So at the end of round 3, we are going to have 12 stitches. So now for round 4, it's going to be a non-increment round, which means we are just going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So we are going to still have 12 stitches at the end of round 4. So go ahead, work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So now that round 4 is complete, we are going to start with round 5. It's again going to be an increment round. We are going to work 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next stitch, and we are going to repeat this pattern around. Work 1 single crochet in one stitch and 2 single crochet on the next 2 stitches around. So at the end of round 5 we are going to have 18 stitches. So complete round 5. So now we are at the end of round 5. You're going to start with round 6. Round 6 is again going to be a non-increment round, which means we are just going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So go ahead, work 1 single crochet on each stitch around for round 6. So at the end of round 6 we are still going to have 18 stitches. Now we are going to start with round 7. For round 7 we are going to work 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the next stitch, and we are going to repeat this pattern around. So round 7 is going to be an increment round. We are going to work 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and 2 single crochet on the same stitch for the next stitch, and we are going to repeat this pattern around. So at the end of round 7 we should have 24 stitches. Any time when you're working with amigurumi, so always maintain the stitch counts, so in order to get a proper shape for your amigurumis. So make a note of the correct stitch counts while you're proceeding with each round. Now for round 8, it's going to be a non-increment round. We're just going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So at the end of round 8 we are still going to have 24 stitches. So continue working 1 single crochet on each stitch around. Now round 9 is again going to be an increment round. We are going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch for 3 stitches and 2 single crochet on the same stitch for the next stitch. So work 1 single crochet on each stitch for 3 stitches and 2 single crochet on the next stitch around. And at the end of round 9 we will have 30 stitches. So go ahead, work 1 single crochet each on 3 stitches and 2 single crochet on the same stitch for the next stitch around. And round 9 should have 30 stitches. Now for round 10 and round 11 we are just going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So round 10 and round 11 is going to be non-increment round. We are just going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around. So at the end of each round, at the end of round 10 we should have 30 stitches, and at the end of round 11 we should have 30 stitches. So now I am at the end of round 10. I am going to proceed with round 11. So I'm still going to work 1 single crochet on each stitch around, and I should have 30 stitches at the end of round 11. Now I'm going to proceed with round 12. Round 12 is going to be a decrement round, which means I'm going to work 1 single crochet each on 3 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So continue working 1 single crochet each on 3 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So at the end of round 12 I will have 24 stitches. So now for round 13, it's again going to be a decrement round. I'm going to work 1 single crochet each for 2 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So go ahead, work 1 single crochet each on 2 stitches and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So at the end of round 13 I will have 18 stitches. So go ahead, proceed with round 13. I'll meet you at the end of round 13. So round 14 is again going to be a decrement round. We are going to work 1 single crochet each for 1 stitch and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So work 1 single crochet in each stitch and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So the stitch count should come down to 12 stitches at the end of round 4. So proceed working 1 single crochet in 1 stitch and single crochet 2 together on next 2 stitches around. So once you have completed your round 14, go ahead, stuff your strawberries with Polyfil, and we'll proceed our last round, which is round 15. So for round 15 we are just going to work single crochet 2 together in every 2 stitches around, and this should bring down the stitch count to 6 stitches. And once you are done with round 15, you can fasten off, leaving a long tail for sewing. You can sew in or just work slip stitches if you have a small opening at the top once you have done working your round 15, and you can just use a blunt tip of crochet hook and to insert the yarn bits inside the amigurumi itself. Now we have worked the strawberry. We can just add seeds to the strawberry surface by using a white color acrylic yarn and a needle. Just work a small seed like structures on top of the stitches that we have worked at regular intervals, and the next round of stitches in between the stitches of the previous round to create a seed like work on top of your amigurumi. So it need not be perfect and like on equal spacing. It just need to look like seeds that's on the surface of strawberry. So go ahead, work this throughout the amigurumi, and once you are done, we can start working the leaf and the stalk. So now we are going to work the leaf and the stalk, and we are going to sew it to the top of the strawberry. So for that I'm gonna use a color called Bleached Aqua, and for round 1 I'm gonna work a magic ring, and then I'm going to work 6 single crochet stitches on the magic ring, and work a slip stitch on top of your starting single crochet to close the round 1. And once you're done with round 1, tighten the magic ring and secure it with a knot. So go ahead, work 6 single crochet stitches on the magic ring and work a slip stitch on top of your starting single crochet to close this round 1. And once you're done with this, tighten your magic ring and secure it with a knot. So now for round 2 I'm going to work 6 chains, and then I'm going to work 2 so once you have worked 6 chains, work 1 single crochet on the second chain from the hook, and then work 1 single crochet on the next 4 chains. So this is the leaf part that we are working, and once you are done working 1 single crochet on the next 4 chains, we are going to work a slip stitch on the next stitch of round 1, and then we are going to repeat this around for 5 more times. So we are going to work a chain 6, work a chain 6, and work 1 single crochet on the second chain from the hook, and work 1 single crochet on next 4 chains, and then work a slip stitch on the next single crochet stitch of round 1. And now we have completed 2 times of this, and we are going to repeat this 4 more times. So we should have 6 spikes or leaves when we complete round 2, and once you are done with round 2, work a slip stitch on starting stitch to close round 2. So go ahead, work this for another 3 more times. So now I'm going to insert my hook to the center and pull up the string that we have left while we started off our crochet work, and then I'm going to work 4 chains, and once I have completed working 4 chains, I will work slip stitches on each chain to the start. I start working slip stitch on the second chain from the hook, and then I work 1 slip stitch each for next 2 chains, and then I'm going to weave my ends. This is going to look like a stalk. If you want to work this, you can work, otherwise you can just work the leaf if you don't want the stalk part. So I always prefer working stalk part, because if I want to work or make this amigurumi as a keychain, this will be easier for me to attach the keyring to it. So this stalk part is where I'm going to attach my keyring. So if you don't want to work the stalk part, it's also fine. So go ahead, weave all your ends. Now the next step would be sewing this leaf and stalk to the top of your strawberry amigurumi. Let's see how to do that. So now I'm going to place my leaf on top of my amigurumi and place push pins, so that while sewing our the place where each leaf should go should not change. So I'm gonna place a push pin on each of these leaves so that while sewing it's gonna stay in place. So I'm gonna just use the long tail I have left with the same color yarn. I'm gonna attach my needle to it and start sewing the leaf to this strawberries. So while you sew, you can take off the pins as you go and complete your sewing part. And you can fasten off, weave all the ends, and then I'm going to use a blunt tip of metal crochet hook to gently insert all the odd ends inside the amigurumi itself. So there you go, our cute little strawberry plushie is ready, and it took me 30 minutes to make one strawberry plushie. It depends on your crochet speed. You can work this plushie with regular size 4 yarn. You just need to change the hook size. I have mentioned the hook size in the description, and if you want a free written pattern of this strawberry amigurumi, it's available in my website, theyarnbowlcrochet.com. Link for that is available in the description. And if you have an Instagram account, do follow me on my Instagram handle as well. I post project updates and fun reels on my Instagram. And if you're new to this channel, please do not forget to subscribe to the Yarn Bowl and click on the bell icon as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.